Yes, guys, totally enjoyed the show. Last video of the set, maybe one more. Now, guys, you know that song "One Night in Bangkok"? That song "One Night in Bangkok." I just heard about this. I didn't realize, like they said, there's some strange songs in Hollywood. People do kind of weird songs, right? But they said "One Night in Bangkok." They were talking about how in "One Night in Bangkok" it was like they talked about how Bangkok was. I think they talked about how boring Bangkok was. And when you hear those songs, and the song is very positive sounding, right? I had no idea that's what it was about, right? So the song is positive sounding. You think, oh, sounds like a fun time. They must have had a fun time in Bangkok, and they must be talking about it in a positive way, because that's how the song sounds, right? It sounds to me that they had fun there, and they want to sing about it, right? That's what I would think when you hear it. When you hear it, that's the feeling you get, right? But it's actually talking about how boring Bangkok was, right? So at the end of the day, you know, and the thing is, there's a lot of people that write about Winnipeg and say all these things about Winnipeg, and when people come to Winnipeg, they say, "Oh, is it boring?" Some will say it's boring. Some will say nothing, but in general, when a celebrity says a city's boring or something about it, it might not be true for all people, but then maybe not for all celebrities either. But that's the funny thing, right? People say all these things. Sorry, guys. People say all these things about boring cities or whatever. They say the city's boring, but and John Travolta. So John Travolta was here. I don't know what he'll have to say about the city. I don't know if he's going to say it's boring, if he's going to say nothing. As far as I'm concerned, you can say whatever you want. Like "One Night in Bangkok" is a good song. I didn't know that was what it was about. But you can say whatever you want. But I mean, if you go to a city and you have a boring time, usually I personally wouldn't write about how the city's boring. I wouldn't say that the city's boring. I just would just be like, oh, well, it wasn't fun this city, or the time I was there, it wasn't fun, or whatever. But I'm not gonna write about it or vlog about it, right? But some people are different than me, and they would, right? But I just think if you don't like the city you're in, or you don't like what you're doing, it might not be the city's fault. It might be your fault, or it might not be anybody's fault, right? Anyway, thank you. Bye now. But John Travolta might say it's a good city, or maybe say nothing. Good. Bye now.